Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is my kit review of Manchester City's new 2023-24 Puma home kit for next season. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys. This is it. What do you guys reckon? I'll move the mic out of the way now. It's very, very nice, isn't it? I thought I'd just go live and chat to you guys so you guys can ask any questions if you want to. I really like football kits in general. I'm a big fan of Manchester City shirts. I like football kits. In general, I feel they're just a nice piece of culture that define an era that your club is playing at. I know people think they're really expensive, which they absolutely are. We'll get onto that today anyway. But in general, I just really like football shirts. I think something about them, they're culturally relevant. They invoke memories and they invoke nostalgia. And I think they're a really fascinating part of the football world as a whole. In general, I do like them. I've got two camera angles, by the way, which I can bring that one up there, a closer view there, so I can show you down there a little bit closer of the shirt. I can also go back to this one here. So look at that. I mean, the obviously depending on the lighting and the camera, it looks a bit different there, but you can see two different angles. This obviously looks a little bit brighter because it's I've got my light on and it dims it a tiny bit there, but in general, it's a really nice colour blue. I would say it looks a bit brighter than what you're seeing on there, but in general, it's somewhere between these two colours that you're seeing on screen. It's a really nice shirt. It's a really nice shirt. I actually like this season's shirt as well, personally. I thought this season's is gorgeous. And I'm a man for like simple, nostalgic kits, so I get the appeal of this one. Now, of course, I'll give you a little twirl on the back as well. The back is sort of plain. So not much going on there. I think it's a very modern thing, that, which I hate. I hate this thing where they have the back bit because they got to leave it clear for the numbers and all that kind of stuff. You wish the pattern carried around. But anyway, let's go on to what they say over on Manchester City's website. I'll jump over it and read the spiel about this kit in general. It says Puma's today launched the 2023-24 Manchester City home kit, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the club's historic move to the Etihad Stadium. 20 years already, blimey. The kit pays homage to the iconic features of the stadium and is inspired by the shirt worn during the first season at the new ground, which is basically pretty certain it was this one. It was this one, a classic First Advice one. You all might remember this. I think I had this somewhere. It's very much an honor to that, reference to that, which has become a bit of like an iconic kit. Actually, it's a real nice kit. One of Manchester City's like nicer, most underappreciated ones, I reckon. So it's basically a nod to that, which was a really nice kit. Does it, Mark with a super chat already asking a question, say, does it feel ribbed down the centre? No, it doesn't, mate. You can't really feel that pattern, to be honest, pal. It doesn't. You don't really get any texture or anything like that on it. It feels quite simple. I have seen the goalkeeper kit as well, Dylan. I think it's really, really nice. It's a lovely goalkeeper kit. I'll go into that in a minute as well. But anyway, it said, in August 2003, after 8 years at Main Road, Manchester City made the momentous move 3.5 miles away to the Etihad Stadium. This marked the start of a new era for the club, defined by new records, new legends, and moments of greatness. The 2023-24 home kit is a testament to this legacy, celebrating the Etihad Stadium and all those who call it home. And there's a beautiful photo of a bunch of Manchester City players looking wonderful. The front graphic of the new home journey is inspired by the unique architecture of the Etihad Stadium, in particular the 4 giant turrets visible from outside the stadium that form tonal stripes on the jersey. The ones that spiral up. You'll probably see it here actually.
This is that
guy's waffling away. Those turrets, you'll see him in the video. At the side there, those photos. That in particular is what is inspired it there. As part of the kit launch, Puma Manchester City invited a selection of fans and the club representatives, including young City fan and City community participant Finley. You might know Finley, actually. He's the one who got Jack Grealish to that celebration, which is lovely stuff. Basically, but then there's more and more stuff. It's essentially, what can you say? It's got a bit of that kind of like spiral kind of texture in it. As you can see with the kind of pattern and the stripe. It's just a nice shirt, and it's a reference to those old ones. I like it. I like it, man. Like, I am not usually a V-neck person, but in general, I just feel like it's, I agree with Blue Moon 17 there. She said it's not just the right amount of, like, V-neck, I'll jump over to the other view in a second. I'll go back over here, so you can see it there, but it's not a really low V-neck, It's not like the ones where they're down there with like a drop neck. I'm not really a fan of that at all. You can see that pattern, by the way, that they're going for. It's like the rounded thing of the turrets there. You can sort of see that. I wish the white kind of carried around. You see how it stops off here on the collar? Now, what it's worth mentioning, by the way, that I have the normal version. I don't have the special version. You can get a more expensive one. I don't know if they look different or anything like that. I've not really checked. But in general, I tend to just get the standard version. Now, they aren't cheap. £75 is far too expensive, in my opinion, for a football kit. You can get 10% off, by the way, if you've got your support number, which is something to worth remembering. If you're planning and picking up this shirt, you can get 10% off just with your support number or your season ticket or whatever. So I do that, so it's like 65 or something like that, but it's still expensive. It's still really expensive, and this trend is increasing, and I wouldn't blame anyone if they wanted to find an alternate means of wearing a shirt that looks like this. The fancy kit is stupidly expensive as well. I would advise no one to get the fancy kit. Don't bother. They look the same usually, and I don't see the point. I mean, you can get it if you want to, but in general, I wouldn't recommend it. The way I feel about this kit, I think it's nice. Here's some players wearing it. I'll jump over to the photos of the players wearing it right there. Grealish and Haaland and everyone, and Mahrez. There's De Bruyne and Mahrez. Grealish, of course, front and centre. Early looking good, man. Like, oh no, it looks like he's got short hair there, doesn't it? Almost. That's just the kit in general. It's just a nice shirt, isn't it? It's a nice shirt. I like it. I think Grealish looks really cool in it. I might get some pants like that, actually, and try and rock it myself. I'm not as handsome as Grealish, but I can look all right in a football shirt, I reckon. There's the women's kit, by the way, which I think looks fucking... not the women's kit, the goalkeeper kit. I really like the goalkeeper kit. Oh, by the way, it's also inspired by the one 20 years before 20 years, which is obviously the Saab one, which you might remember too, the classic Saab one. It's definitely referencing that, which is a lovely kit as well. That was from like... what year was that from? I can't even remember. 82, 83. So like 20 years after that, they had the first ever Etihad one, and then like 20 years later we've gone. It's not technically fully 20 years because it's like the year before, but in general, it's a really nice kit. I'll go over to Manchester City's website now, by the way, and just show you in a little bit more detail. Where's the shop? You got the goalkeeper kit is nice. I like it. There's the texture on the back and so on, as you can see over there. It's pretty much basic. I really like the goalkeeper shirt. It's nice, man. Look at that kit. It's got an awful lot of character to it. Why is he not showing the front of it? Show the front of it, you heathens. Turn it around. It's not showing the front of it. Very strange thing to do. I could probably get it on Twitter, of course, but I would like it just to show the shirt. No, it's only showing the back of the shirt. Strange. I'll find it in a bit, but there you can see at the top there. It's a really nice kit. To me, I think it's just good. I like it. I think in general we tend to get nice kits these days. I think they're doing pretty well. I think Puma have got it locked on. I understand it's not for everyone, and it's definitely a throwback, and everyone wants some people want more. They don't want the nostalgia kits, but I like a clean shirt. And this to me, if you jump back over here once again, this is a nice kit. Like the texture's nice. I'll bring the camera over here. The Puma on the shoulder there. There we go. The badge is embroidered, so it feels quite nice. Close up on my face. I apologise. The back there, can you see the back? No, you can't. I can't get it around. There's the pattern on the shoulder, the Puma one. I mean, the quality is nice. It's a good quality shirt, I think it's pretty nice. I do wish it carried on around the back, the pattern. It would have been nice, wouldn't it? Does the texture feel the same as the 2021-22 shirt? Do you know what? I can't remember what that felt like, mate. I can't really tell you. I can't remember how it felt, so it'd be hard for me to say. I think this is a good shirt. I think it's got really smart on the players. I'm going to go for a solid... What's everyone's score out of 10? I'm going for I'd go for an 8. I mean, depends if we're doing decimals, really. I'd go for an 8. I think it's a good shirt. Is it an incredible shirt? No. I think it's a good shirt, though. I think it's a very nice shirt. But 7.5, yeah, I get that as well. And I think it's one of those things that will probably even grow up a little bit. Maybe an 8. I think it is a 7.5, but I reckon that when I see it on the players scoring goals and stuff like that, I'll think it's an 8, Last season's was nice too, man. It's just a nice kit. It's a nice kit. I understand why it would not be for everyone, but for me, I can understand why people wouldn't all love it. But to me, I don't know. It's a good one. Guys, Guys, I would recommend, as always, you feel free to wait for the price to go down if you want to. Don't forget you can use your support number to get a little bit cheaper. I really love football shirts. Once again, I do feel like I look at a football kit and it reminds me of that time. Like, so I always buy the kits because I just like the kits. It's very much a thing. And one day, my plan is to pass them down to my son Ruben as well. So for me, I like to collect them. I like to keep them. I just think they're a really interesting part of supporting a football team. I understand why people don't, don't want to spend the money. I get it, but it's well, as Blues Cheese said, it's what champions wear. Mark says with a super chat, thank you, Mark, you superhero. Superhero super chat says a rate of 6.5. I get that. What Jason said without the V-neck 10, but it's a 9. I understand. What's everyone's criticisms in it? I think Puma have been getting a lot more right recently. I think they have. I think largely they've had a hit and miss relationship with this kit, with the Manchester City fans and kits. But right now, I don't know. I'm seeing a pretty nice shirt here, I'm seeing a pretty nice shirt that's going to look lovely on the players. I'll back off a little bit so you can see. I'll turn around a bit as well so you can see the back. There you go. Nice kit. It's a nice kit, isn't it? I think it's a nice kit. I think they've done a really good job. Personally, well done to Puma, man. I wish, obviously, what I would have changed, what would I change? Look, I'd want the texture to carry on around the back. I'm sort of bored of textures not carrying on around the back. The collar is a bit clunky. It's hard to explain. You see it more on this angle here. It looks a bit clunky, like it lands a bit awkwardly, and it feels always a little bit clunky. But I don't mind the collar. I'd like it to probably. I prefer V-necks. Crew necks. So I don't like V-necks. To go around the back though, for what it was, would be nicer. I also just wish the texture carried on in the arms. I don't really like it when it stops and leaves it. No sleeve sponsor as well, which is interesting. No Nexon. I don't know if I killed off Nexon with my Nexon tour videos. Maybe they thought, fuck that, I'm not working with City anymore. I hope not. But I don't know when that's happening, but I'm glad I've got it without it, because less sponsors the better. It's a really nice casual shirt. This it looked good when you're wearing it at the ground, and I will be wearing it. I am at the game on Sunday, by the way. I'm going to be working with BBC Manchester, which I can't wait. So I'll be doing like some preview stuff and on the comms with that. Not the commentary, but the before half-time, full-time. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. Of course, I'd love to do the watch along, but when I get a chance to work with BBC Manchester on the day we could win the league, I want to be in the ground. I want to be there, So I wish I was here with you guys, but I want to be there. I want to be there. I can't wait to be there, and fingers crossed we win. We win the league. It'll be wonderful. Guys, I'll be doing a preview tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. Let me know down in the comments your score. Rate it out of 10. You're all wonderful. Thank you for watching. Come on, the Blues. And this is a very nice kit, if I don't say so myself. Let me know your score. Like, subscribe in a bit. Have a wonderful evening.